So crack on that corner. Nigga had to stack with the hat from a quarter. $1 took P Black, it was all up.
So we're doing the music into the commercial. Well, I'm gonna say something about.
Got knocked and started talking. We bangers got shot, man. We was all sick. Like first we took Booker D and now we.
What's up, Kev?
What's going on, man?
You ready to pod, baby?
That's right. First episode. I'm hyped.
I'm hyped. The rebrand is here.
Yes, sir.
And
real life.
Real life talk podcast where this only works when we're working with y'all. And it's just a quick intro. My name is G Rocker BX. My co-host along right here. Let him introduce himself.
My name is Kevin, author of Living My Shadows, Dreams Do Come True. Book 2 coming out.
Yes,
Shadows on Motion.
That's
right. Life after the dream. I'm ready, man. I'm hyped.
Yeah, me too, baby. Me too. Me too.
Guest is coming up.
Yeah, yep, me too.
Hey, let me tell you something. This is gonna be real. It's gonna be authentic. Ain't no makeup room or nothing like that. What you see is what you see.
Yeah, and let's just start off by giving y'all a little introductory of what our podcast is about. And basically, we trying to reach people just like us. Regular, ordinary people, because to us, regular is extraordinary.
Roger that.
You know, regular is extraordinary to us because when you're able to deal with real life situations and overcome them and become someone that you had no idea is in you, I think that's bigger than being a celebrity.
Yeah, that's straight up real.
You understand? Yeah. And that's what we're about. You know what I mean? Like I said, this podcast ain't gonna work without reaching you. You know what I mean? We like hearing the comments, what you got to say, what you would like to talk about.
Right.
Real life situations. We're very transparent. You're gonna hear a lot of pain, a lot of laughter.
Maybe some tears.
Yeah. And talking about tears, man, I guess he's my best friend, man. Known him since he was 8 years old. Mm-hmm. And man, this is real emotional, a little emotional for me because it never affects you. Because you hear all the gangster talk. Niggas die every day, B. You know what I mean? But you just saying it until it's somebody in your family or somebody close to you. You don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that. And there's people right now going through those situations right now that feel like nobody understands them, like they're alone, like nobody cares. And that's what we're here for, man. Like we letting y'all know we care. We there. We might not there be physically, but like we go through the same pain you go through. A lot of people feel like they're unique.
Right.
I don't think their gift is unique. Your gift is unique, but every human is not unique. You understand? Right. Everybody goes through suffering and pain, laughter. We just go through it at different times, and we just feel like we're unique, like we're the only ones. Yeah. And you know why? Because we close up. We close up because we don't want to let nobody know our business. Depending on how you grew up, they tell you, yo, grown men don't cry. Nobody needs to know your business. What happens in this household stays in this household. And that's where the tragic situations start from. You know what I mean? When you're not able to express what you're going through, or you don't even understand what you're going through, and you can't even talk about it. Yeah. But getting back to Duly, I just had to, because I don't want to cry right now. And this is how this started, man. When we're friends and we move away from each other, everybody creates their own family, their own life and stuff like that. We always kept in contact. And then they come back in your life, everybody's doing good and this and that. Because me and Duly been through some tragic situations, and we don't blame nobody. We take full responsibility for what happened to us.
Say it again.
We take full responsibility, and I say that because a lot of people say, you know, they want to blame everybody else for their problems, but what part did you play? See, I said what part I played in. Like, let's say robbery. If I got arrested for a robbery and I didn't do the robbery, but I was with the guys that did the robbery, what part did I play? Being with the guys that did the robbery.
He's taking off.
You understand? Yeah. But anyway, one night I was asleep. It's like 2 a.m. and I hear my phone going off, ding, ding, and my wife is watching, binging on a TV series, and she goes, "Oh, Duly just texted me. He said, you know, he's happy his brother." He's happy his brother found somebody that's gonna take care of him, you know? And he said that because he knows where I've been. And you know, we people that put ourselves in predicaments, we feel like nobody wants us. And nobody's gonna want to be with us. You understand?
Oh, yeah, I feel you, bro.
But when she said that, he don't do that. Then I get a call, and I answer the phone, and he goes, "What's up, G? What's going on?" I said, "Duly, what's up? What's going on?" And he said, "Nah, just a little stressed out, looking through some old pictures of us, and
Come on. It's all right, man.
and I was just reminiscing, and I knew it was bad." And he said, "Yo, I wanted to tell you I wanted to tell you first because I didn't want you being angry with me. Because last time I didn't tell you." He tells me that he could die, but they don't know how long he got to live. He could die from tonight, tomorrow, next week. Duly has had 7 heart attacks, and he's had a rough life. And he's got it. They gave him he had an operation, a triple bypass, not counting the other ones. And they told him, "Listen, if this works, you're gonna live 12 years, 12 more years." So, you know, us being us, you forget about the 12 years. You just know you're good, you're gonna live.
Right, you're thinking that.
Well, the 12 years are up. And now he's in a situation where he could be God, you know? And he just wants to let me know that he just wants to make peace. That if something happens to him, that he's okay with everything that happened in life, with all the bad. See, because people only get stuck in the bad. They never remember when you do something good. They only want to talk about how bad.
Negativity.
That's all they remember. They never remember. And then when you die, they want to bring up how good you was.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So we decided, you know, that we always talked about him writing a book and stuff like that. And we talked till about 6 a.m, and we talked about what is the legacy that we're gonna leave when we pass on? You know? And he said, you know, I don't know if a lot of people know, but he turned Christian after he died and came back to life in one of those operations. Just for the record, Duly's going down in the medical books for what they call that, where they can unexplained. It's a nice word for like a miracle. Like they don't want to say miracle, but they don't understand how he came, you know, survived kidney failure, heart failure, everything shut down. He was gone. He was dead, and they prayed over him, and he came, and I'm not trying to make this a religious thing or anything like that, but he's here, and I got that news about 3 weeks ago, and he needs an air tank, and let me tell you this real quick story. Duly keeps me informed about his medical procedures when he goes to the doctor, because that's what friends do. We just I don't want to just be there when it's good.
It's gonna be all the time.
A real friend is there all the time. You understand? That's why I remember, you know, somebody told me, he said, yo, if you die having friends that you could count on one hand, you was blessed. Because out of all the friends that I called friends, in all reality, they was really associates. I could count my real friends on my hand, and that's not counting family, you know. But they didn't want to let him out the hospital because his heart is only pumping 14% oxygen.
Wow.
14% oxygen.
Yeah, he was telling me that yesterday, and some of the things he was telling me, I was like, why? How can you still be here?
Yeah, and then him being on Medicaid, because Duly can't work, he's disabled. Medicaid don't wanna. Medicaid bluntly said, "We're not gonna pay for this. The doctors already said that you're gonna die, so why should we invest any more money in you if you're gonna die?" That's what's really going on in this world. That's how they look at humans today. You understand? But I'm not sure if it was his wife or him that were making phone calls to those air tank places, and it was 5 o'clock. They left a message. And the owner of the company of the oxygen tanks picked up the phone and heard the voicemail. And they heard what they was doing, and he called the hospital right away. No, he called, I think, Duly's wife and told her, "Don't let him leave the hospital. I'm gonna bring him. I'm gonna supply him his oxygen, transportable one and one for the house." He said, "And I'll deal with Medicaid. I'll start the paperwork, and I'll deal with Medicaid."
Wow.
So that was a blessing. We don't know Duly. He doesn't know Duly from a horn. He just heard what was going on, and thank God that there are good people in this world, man. They're still good people in this world.
In between, but they are.
Yeah, they are. They're hard to find, and it's a shame, but they found them, man. He brought Duly over the oxygen, and Duly was able to go home that night. And you know, it hurt so much, and it hurts. But we made a deal with each other that we're not gonna live. We're not gonna live life like he's gonna go. we're gonna live like
He's gonna be here.
like he's gonna be here for a while, for forever. You know what I mean? That's how, if we push through prison, addiction, I mean,
This is just another.
it's just another obstacle that he's gonna find out who he is inside, how strong he really is, how much faith he really has, and what does he really want. But now, you know, the question to the audience is probably is, some of y'all know him personally, and some of y'all was, you know, and I don't like saying this words, but was our enemies, because we was in the streets. And you're probably saying, good for his ass, you know, karma's a motherfucker. But
we all have done things that
yeah, so
Great, and karma can hit anybody, no matter what level or whatever you into at that time.
So yeah.
So
this is gonna be, this is because there's questions. Is he doing this out of fear of dying? Is he doing this for trying to go to heaven, or whatever you want to call it, or could this be just his karma and how he's handled it, you know? And I don't think any of us, like me and you, I don't think we could decide actually, because they're gonna say it's biased because that's my best friend.
well, for me, you know, I met Duly at your wedding. You know, he was your best man, and we talked. He came over my house 2 days, Friday, and we talked about some of the things that he's went through, that he's currently going through. We're gonna let him tell his story. And personally, I feel is that, you know, it's the remorse in him. He's remorseful of the things that he has done. And some of the things that he has done, or some of the things he had experienced, I've experienced some of the same things when it comes to some of the abuse.
Yes.
And we had a moment ourselves. So, not telling his story, but, you know, that's the way I feel.
Yeah.
You know, and he's welcomed me into his little circle, you know, because of me and you. And I felt the love, you know, every time I talk to him, and he gives me the love like, you know, like he gives you. You know,
Yeah.
just reading some of the comments and on our
Facebook page, IG,
Instagram,
yeah. And
the man has a heart. The man has a heart. Like, it goes back to you saying, a lot of people don't know about that heart that he had, because, you know, a certain way you have to be out there, because you don't want people to know that you have a heart. But, you know, we just want to hear his story.
yeah, and you know, Duly, if anybody that knows Duly, they know that Duly got the biggest heart. He will give you his shirt off his back. Duly's a real friend, man. He don't care how much money you got. He don't care how broke you are. He don't care if you're homeless. He treats you the same. He's always been like that. And he will break himself down in order to help somebody rise back up.
You don't get that too much.
You know, and then I know that sometimes you feel, you know, God, I did good in my life. Why me? You know, but we're gonna let the audience determine that. We're gonna let Duly tell his story, and I hope y'all welcome it with an open heart and open ears. Don't just listen.
Don't be judgmental.
Yeah, just understand that this is what real Life Talk podcast is about real life situations and talking about what people are scared to talk about. So with that, we're gonna give you Duly right after. Because I want to break this emotional thing up, man. Because yeah, you know, I don't want to start all they do is cry. Nah, but listen, we also, like I said, this don't work without you. And just like you giving us opportunity and your time, by listening to us, by subscribing to us, by pressing like, by leaving comments, we want to do the same for you. If you have a startup business that you're starting, if you have music that you want to put out, send it to us. We'll listen to it. We'll announce it. We will let you, we'll read off your business to get it out there, because we want to grow with you. You understand? We and we're not charging you. Well, you know, that's free advertisement.
Yep.
You can't beat that. Everybody else want to charge you. Oh, you want me to mention your podcast? And you're probably saying, well, you just started. But listen,
It's gonna be like this all the time.
But this is we trying to let you know that we speaking it into reality. Like, this is gonna be big because you're gonna make us big. Because you're gonna do this journey, walk this journey with us.
Right.
You know. So our first commercial is gonna be my man June. We call him June Bug,
Okay.
but his company's name is Arts by Justo.
Okay.
And he did our logo. He did all our art. And let me just give you a little information on him. Art by Justo is owned and operated by Justo Torres Jr. He's a professional graphic designer, illustrator for a little more than 20 years. He has designed graphics professionally for the NFL, MLB, NBA, NASCAR, Harley Davidson, and Cirque Soleil. And that's just a few. Like, June's been doing this for. He's not one of those people, those art guys that get the app and they want to make a cartoon out of you and charge you $60.
Yeah.
June is the real deal. You know what I mean? ABJ, other known as Art by Justo, is your home for high quality illustrations, logo, and graphic design, along with extraordinary customer service. All work is 100% guaranteed. He's solid. That's one thing I like doing business with Junior, because with Justo, because he's solid. He's a good businessman. Everything's guaranteed. He sends you everything that you need. So you can follow and look Junior Justo. I gotta get used to calling him Justo on Instagram, and his name on Instagram is Art by Justo. On Facebook, it's Art by Justo, and his website is www.etsy.com/shop/Art by Justo. Contact him via email at artbyjusto51@gmail.com. So if you're thinking about starting your own business and you need a logo or anything, check out my man. Check out his website. Check out his product, and I'm pretty sure you'll be happy.